modest.
A little bit. You're a little bit modest.
No, it's just that I know where I came from and how I got to be here.
Do you remember the petticoat trial?
Well, yes.
What was it about? I don't know anything about it.
I think it was the first time two women were in court together. Usually, we didn't have too many women.
And what happened?
Well, I always win. We were young. And the fact that you said it was a communist, you already were in the... But I grew up thinking you represented people, and that's what lawyers were about, whether he was a communist or not a communist. But the judge called me in. That's the thing. I'm not initially out of New England, and was, a little bit like that. You come here, and the judge calls you in chambers or whatever they are, and there was no way, I was going to do anything except to represent this guy. He was a communist, and that's just not known to me, that you take somebody and you're not able to represent him because maybe he's a communist. So we met in chambers.
Did you get your wrists slapped?
Oh, listen, I came from New England, and I grew up in the law. That's what you do in the law. And nobody's going to tell you judges is and otherwise. I was
not
called,
trendy.
now that I think about it, I was called into chambers, kind of being told that nice girls, well, there weren't too many girls in the bar. You don't represent people like that.
Right.
And I thought the whole thing about being a lawyer was you take anything on,
Where?
I volunteered for the law and what I was doing, but then I'd go down the street in a hose shop, ladies' bloomers. I worked for pay to an underwear shop. The other was legal aid, and I gave my time for that, but that's what I intended someday to be. But in order to sustain myself, I would go to this underwear shop, and when they were busy, they could call me, and I could get down there really fast. If you're a lawyer and you're arguing, either you better know what you're doing, and that would never bother me, because if I had the law, I didn't have to worry who was sitting on the bench.
So there was no intimidating you.
Well, a lawyer's a lawyer. Early on in my life, I was not intimidated, either with the lawyers or the judges. I really thought if you were a lawyer, you knew the law, and you went, and it didn't matter about the rest of it.
My name is Loyal